really been talking or whatever. I've been sick for a minute. I actually just got sick a few days ago. Anyway, I've been playing this player lock with Charlie Blackmon, and and it's actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. You know what I'm saying? And I've already did all that stuff. I played some games, and this is on the All-Star level. So I wasn't for sure how this was gonna turn out and all that stuff, but damn, they 3-20. Shit. Damn. How you 3-20? I guess. I can see.
It's a night
Wow,
better suited
that's 23. I can see if they was like 8. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible.
Tonight it's the first of 3
Anyway,
to start the new week between the San Diego Padres.
for some reason, I like playing with the with Colorado Rockies in their squads. I have been looking for somebody who can play center field. And you got Mike Trout, I think Mookie Betts or Jackie Bradley, but I was preferring to just go with Charlie Blackmon. It's actually pretty fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing with the real players. And you gotta go through the minor league, and then you get to the pros, they're gone and stuff like that. So I've just been, just trying it out. That's why I'm just, recording it. I'll probably do it every now and then. You see my team is 16-7, so,
The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Blackmon.
Hey, man. This ball, they not playing when they tell you about Coors Field. Man, this ball jumps out of here, man. This ball be moving, bro. This ball be moving.
Charlie Blackmon, he enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Like, I've hit some home runs here in Colorado, and I'm like, damn, that went out. You know what I'm saying?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
And like I said, this is All-Star. So it's a little different. It's a little more, more difficult, a little more challenging.
If they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things.
Man, he hung it. He hung it, and I didn't get it up in the air.
Second inning upcoming here in Denver with no score. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Clayton Richard. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, Dero. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Digging in now for San Diego. Jose Barella, 0 for 1
you
here
got
in
3.
the early going.
Cool.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Story backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Oh, man, they tied it up. Wow.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Only thing is, with All-Star or the different levels, is that it's a little tighter, and I do believe that the referee called a little more strikes that's close, like on the black. That's I don't know, that's just me.
Here comes the 1-0.
Oh,
Swing
shit.
and a miss way behind the
I
big
swung late.
fastball.
I was looking for a change up. With something slower.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Ground ball right side.
Good pitch.
And that's the second out. Digging in once again.
I just want to know
Charlie
who
Blackmon.
score.
It's been an 0 for 2
good.
effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul.
What was that? Damn.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. LeMahieu, a runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Damn. I thought I smashed that one. Damn.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 2-2. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher.
Oh, bro.
Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second
That
out
was a hit
first.
up the middle.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic. Into the box.
Oh,
Austin
man, that was a
Hedges
hit up the
is hoping
middle.
to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
It doesn't look
Well,
very
we're
promising
on
so
now.
far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hop.
At the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Grounded to the right.
Get the damn.
Is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Rockies strand 1. And tonight's final 7-3. The Colorado Rockies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Chad Bettis earns the win, his 2nd.
Man, he's a true home run. Arenado's balling right now.
As he takes the loss.
He's balling right now. He was kind of like he was cold. It was cold for a minute. See, I don't like the fact that I got to keep going back to this player lock shit. I want to do a franchise, be a player lock, and you know what I'm saying, just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So we 7-3 at home. So we trying to sweep these fools, man.
It's a night better suited perhaps to be in a ski lodge somewhere, but we're at Coors Field in Colorado.
I mean, if you're 17-7, look at all those empty seats, bro. Like, if you're 17-7,
San Diego enter the day,
you know, you should have a full house, man. Don't Colorado Rock? Don't they stadium? Don't they be packed?
Gets the start for Colorado in this one.
Don't they be packed there, bro? I could have sworn it's always
look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over
it's always
5
packed
in his
there.
last 3 starts, so he's going to
Damn,
have to
man,
really
still on
improve
2-0 already.
Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Damn.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the
Look at that contact.
right. Play fundamentally
Oh,
sound.
shit.
Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra
Oh,
outs.
how is that?
And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Look at that. Damn. I guess that's
The
that.
1-2. Hit on the ground to
Damn.
short, fielded by Galvis. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2.
I feel like I should have smashed those 2
And
pitches,
now
bro.
is A.J.
Damn.
Ellis. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Ellis.
High in the air out to center field. Blackmon
I had lost the
right
game
there, and
for
he's got it for out number 1.
Somebody hit it to like a line drive to right field,
And the guy
and
I
I
want
was
to
going
focus
for
on
it,
is
and I
second
got over
baseman
there,
DJ
and
LeMahieu. I think what we need to
Blackmon
take into
just didn't catch the
consideration
ball.
is his ability to play that
And
position at 6'4",
we was up
6'5",
by like
with soft
3
hands and the ability to turn a
or
double
4
play.
runs, something
We
like
already
that.
know he's an
And when
offensive
it switched back, shit, we was down by
Next to the
1.
plate for the Padres,
Off of
A.J.
that one
Ellis.
error.
He's 0 for 1 thus
So when we
far.
had 3
One of the
nothing.
keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
Damn.
The 0-1 delivery. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Blackmon, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
LeMahieu on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on
Good
and missed,
pitch.
strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Damn,
Good
do
swing,
it.
just got to try and straighten that one
Damn,
out.
do
The
it.
Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing, and this ball is
Got it.
blasted
He
to
threw it
right
again.
field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
He threw it again, bro. He threw the same pitch in the same location, homie.
Number 9 on the year as the Rockies have drawn even now at 3-3.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up against.
Digging in and looking for more, Charlie Blackmon. Lifetime versus Greg Stammen. He's 1 for 5.
Blackmon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left.
Drop.
And it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the ninth.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the ninth inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it.
That's a bit of a
We're
gapper,
going to see
though.
if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe
Come on,
he's swinging
Arenado.
for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Nolan Arenado.
Damn.
Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Hey, Blackman's slow as shit.
He is a multi-dimensional
I can't believe I caught
player.
that.
He's got good pop to
What the
play,
hell happened?
and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Hit on the ground to third.
Damn.
Throw on to first,
He needed
and
to
one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right
He
here.
needed to go
The
and
chance
hit it
to
to
be the hero.
the right side. Left side, whatever.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Jankowski's there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. And the throw.
Oh, he threw it.
gets away from
Wow. That's especially
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Go with things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah,
0-2.
nothing better than coming
Wow.
through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hit in the air out to left.
Yeah, he missed it. Wow.
Jankowski
Almost.
is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Charlie Blackmon. He singled his last time up.
Number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Up around the face. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh,
threw that fastball by him.
Oh my
I
God.
think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves.
See, I should be on base. See,
Walks are
that
never
pitch
good,
before
but
that
they're
fastball,
especially bad news late
I was
in
looking
games
for like
this.
a
It seems
like a
they
changeup,
always come back
like
to
a
bite you.
curveball. You know what I'm saying?
The 3-2 pitch.
Damn.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Hot shot down the line.
Yes.
And this is down for extra bases.
Blackmon,
And there's
slow
your winning
shit,
run
bro.
moving into scoring position. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves fourth in the NL in that category. Striding in once again, Nolan Arenado. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
Damn. 1-2.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted
This was
it,
about
but he didn't
180.
get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
The 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Galvis over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The same thing, bro. Damn.
So digging in now, Trevor Story, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and
Man,
bring home what
0-2.
would be the winning run from second base. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over.
No
One
one
left
came
for
through.
Colorado.
They let us win, though. I just wanted us to win, though, man.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
Yeah, I tied the game with that.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Wade Davis claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Okay, this this dude right here is irritating the hell out of me. So, can I, first base. Okay, he can play first. He can play first. And that's what. Damn. Gotta put you in there, bro. Alright, damn, fucked up. Alright, let's roll with that. I just balled it. You're supposed to be 19-6. Still tripping about that era 3 games ago, bro.
We welcome you to Coors Field. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series.
Hey man, 18-7. Like I said, those seats will be filled, man.
San Diego will try
Sorry
to
for my
avoid
voice and shit. I got a little sick.
John Gray will be on the mound for the
John
Rocks. What's your
Gray.
take on him, Dan?
Hey, in this day and age, we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game. How about this guy? ERA.
Let's see what the wind looking like. 9 miles an hour straight out.
That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Man, I thought this.
Hey, I noticed Charlie Blackmon. He doesn't have on no sleeves.
Back into a hitter's
That's
count,
dope.
2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Blackmon.
He don't got on no sleeves this game. Okay. That's dope.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Guys, these
He got a weird
races they
delivery.
take the field this afternoon. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to him, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On his way to second is Blackmon. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
That was a good hit. Look at that. Ooh.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Nolan
1 and 2.
Arenado.
Man.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the
They
inning.
gotta fix that though, dog. Because when the player locked,
following the 2-out double.
like let's say for instance the guy is
scoreless
1 and 2,
on MLB Network.
1 ball 2 strikes, and I'm in center field. They let the CPU make contact with the ball, bro. They don't strike out.
Next to the
They
plate
make the
for
CPU
Padres,
make
Freddie
contact with the
Galvis.
ball, man. And sometimes, man, that should be a killer. Sometimes them motherfuckers be hitting home runs,
Here's
man.
the 0-1 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Story picks it up, and quickly there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? Carlos Suarez 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ross,
See, look at this. He's
base runner
0-2.
at first with 1
But he's
out.
going to make contact with that ball. He's not going to strike out.
Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Blackmon.
Shit.
He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quick.
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Now, this is a big-ass ballpark, though.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Ain't nothing.
Ross pauses. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
You think he gonna throw me one right down the plate with Arenado in the back? I'm gonna take it though. I'm gonna take a pitch.
3-0 pitch. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Hits it high and deep out to center field.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Good shit. He threw like a little slower pitch.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Rocks have made this a 3-2 game.
What kind of pitch was that? Because I waited just a little bit.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches.
Just over that.
And this could be the beginning of it.
Here's Chase Headley. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We need to sweep this team, bro. We don't need to lose.
Pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Story scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. In now is A.J. Ellis. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. Not great. He's 1 for 8. The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Blackmon is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Padres down in order. They're up 3-2.
And I think what it is that because Arenado is a hell of a, or his overall is pretty high, man, I'll be getting good pitches. Having Blackmon batting 3rd. Oh, come on, bro.
2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the 1st out.
Damn, that was a ball. That was a bomb, holy
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play. Another look look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More baseball
Holy
on MLB Network right after this.
Good save, bro. Wow.
Again, Charlie Blackmon, his career line against Brad Hand. He's just 2 for 12.
6-2. Wow. You're gonna lose this motherfucker.
Here comes the first pitch. Check swing call.
Okay, good shit.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch,
was some slick shit.
It can be pretty effective.
His curveball is pretty tight.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Okay, I like all-star level. Oh, this shit is cool. Damn, they call that a strike, bro. Damn.
Here it comes on 0-2.
See?
Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Come on, Arenado. Somebody do something, bro. They let us go. I ain't gonna about a bitch.
Can become a habit, especially when your losing streak is up into double digits. But they get a win here, and they're hoping they've broken that bad habit for a long time to come.
I swear, dude, I was trying to make sure that they don't
here in this one. The
get a win.
Led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Tyson Ross gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Oh shit, they ended up beating us 9-3.
Final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious San Diego Padres. 9 runs on 10 hits.
Man. They got the Dodgers balling. Arenado dropped under 270. Yeah, wow. All right, we got 7-17 Miami. You know what I'm saying?
First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles. Jose Arena gets the ball for Miami in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s.
So I got up. I bumped up to 3rd.
He knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops.
Damn.
We get it done today, boys.
I was asking checks for you, man.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
The 3-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the payoff pitch home. It's down low and he gets the call.
Wow.
Strike 3 looking. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need one.
Here's Starlin Castro, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Parra will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 1-0. Line toward right center. Maben will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
Just think, if he was in center field, that would have been a double.
It's a home run that pushes him out in front. So stepping in, Starlin Castro.
That would have been a double.
To bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Here's Cameron Maben now.
The center fielder, number 1.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Lifted into center field. After it is Blackmon. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. Previously against Junichi Tazawa, he's 1 for 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 home. A bounce it to the left side.
Damn.
And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield.
Damn.
Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starlin Castro.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Why he wait till the last minute to put his glove up?
Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0.
Staken Rider, that's his name? Damn.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors on the Colorado ledger to this point. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. And he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hard hit ball to short. Oh, what a dive. He gathers the throw. It's there. He got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Damn.
Here's Starlin Castro, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Martin Prado now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another 8.
Here's Cameron Maben now. His numbers
Damn, they let him
Brian
out of
Shaw.
game.
He's just 1 for 6.
Damn.
Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
A ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Another try at 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in there. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Wow, that's awfully impressive.
I'm telling you, man, when we up there with two strikes, bro, we strike out, but they let the 2-2 make contact, man. I don't understand that.
His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much.
Man.
4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
What?
Striding in for the Rockies, Ian Desmond. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Looped over toward first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. Still tied 3-3.
Yo. Oh, okay.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really...
Okay. Yay. What was that? Yeah.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Wei-Yin Chen, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Chen sets. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben there to put it away for out number 2. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting line. Stepping in now is the leadoff man, Cameron Maben, as he'll get us started here in the home half of the first.
Cameron Maben.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Blackmon going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This is in the air to left. Parra is after it. He makes the running play. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Van Slyke coming on, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he's off to a hot start in April, currently 2nd best in that department in the National League. Settling in now, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is Van Slyke, and it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year, as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Marlins, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is skied into short left center. Rojas onto the grass, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him.
Now batting, second baseman, Johnny Giambatella.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Coming in is Blackmon. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
He's coming, hit 2.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call.
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. The 1-1 home. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, but that'll hit off the wall in left center.
No runner, eat it.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging it back.
In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Yanked on the ground down the line. This is foul for the first strike. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
6 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Van Slyke will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Here's Cameron Maybin now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame.
Cameron Maybin.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Stopped on a slide by LeMahieu. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Martin Prado now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Blackmon's after it. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th. Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled off. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Blackmon is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Dietrich looking up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you can tell that it affected him. He was, on paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different.
Afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Brinson. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm wondering if Parra can get it going. 0 for 5 in his last game, and I know.
Here's Starlin Castro, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackmon is under it. One away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties?
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
To second, scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready now for the Marlins. Dan Straley. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Swing and a little blooper to center. Story ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Digging in to try it again. Cameron Maybin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Striding in once again, JT Realmuto. Career numbers against Bettis. He's 0 for 4. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Blackmon is under it. And that retires the side. Marlins strand a pair. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Here comes the first pitch.
Come on,
now
come on,
this
come
is
on.
The ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Ready for another chance. Derek Dietrich. First time up, he went down looking.
Right fielder, Derek Dietrich.
Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Martin Prado now. Career numbers against Bettis. He's 1 for 4. The 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Blackmon on the move.
Here we go. Relay.
He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's ready now. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Tapia. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run. Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. To his right, Rojas on to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. Our line score there says it all to this point. Or if you ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. The batter-pitcher numbers with Brad Ziegler. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Ziegler has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. There he goes.
There you go. Make the turn.
That's in there. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that's...
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up here in the booth, Matt. Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
6-0, the final shutout score today. Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. 2 potential X factors in this series right there. The first game is coming up. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Danny, here's Chris Bryant now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackmon's after it. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber, is set to lead off the home half of the second.
Kyle Schwarber.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Parra. Oh, no, he totally missed it. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Man, this guy must be living right.
Now in the box, Albert Almora. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Charlie Blackmon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Bryant is under it, no problem, 1 away. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Schwarber comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. The 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Blackmon going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Way to get on base.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. It was a walk in his last trip. The 3-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Rizzo is there to second for one, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game. As there are,
well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches.
now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Drew Smyly out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, that's Drew Smyly right now, and this guy has a really good arm. Low to mid-90s fastball from the left side. Good slurve. Not a true curveball, not a slider. I call it more of a slurve, and his changeup has gotten better the more he uses it. Look for him to be on early if you see a lot of swings and misses on that letter-high fastball.
There's a swing and a miss. Says, oh my goodness, he loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. Now the 1-1 pitch is a low changeup that's laid off. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Ripped on the ground to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Oh, nice shot, nice shot.
Yeah,
right
definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Blackmon, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out, come on.
Bryant is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Colorado, and now it'll be the Cubs. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
None out, runners at first and second. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
He loses him on ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
In now for Colorado, Nolan Arenado. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Smiley comes set. Here he comes on 2-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run scores. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Now at the plate, Gerardo Parra. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the double steal is on here.
You're scoring.
Liner to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I want to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Roll.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
LeMahieu stands at first with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes now. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's...
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. Time now for the Rockies' Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 players making some noise in the upper. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Rockies strand 1. Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
One and two now.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game. Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs base. Kyle Hendricks starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're going to look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business. Stan, high praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
1-1. Misses, ball two. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's 4 for 14. He's taken him deep once. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And the count will be full. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Tyler Anderson gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Here's Addison Russell. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Blackmon is under it. 2 down.
Hey, no runner, cut it.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Chris Bryant.
High in the air out to center field. Blackmon is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball one.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we present the Rockies leaderboard, you can see he currently paces the ball club in that department. Here's Nolan Arenado.
The batter, number 20, Nolan Arenado.
Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Blackmon takes his lead at third with 1 away. Lifted in the air out towards
Halfway,
left center.
ball.
Zobrist calls for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. In is Gerardo Parra. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Almora going back on it, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Charlie Blackmon.
First delivery to him on the way. Zobrist now at short. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's a .375 hitter. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Parra racing back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And to score, the runner from second.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
So striding in, Ian Happ, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Parra on the move, And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-0 pitch. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-0 pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cubs 2. Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Lifted the other way to left center. Blackmon is under it. 2 down.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
4-2 the final score today. The Rockies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Tyler Anderson with his 4th win this season. Wade Davis earns the save out of the bullpen, his 10th. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 4-0. The Nationals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-4. Anthony Swarzak was victorious for the 5th time this season, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 7-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Matt Davidson had a total of 3 RBIs on the day, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 9-2. Kelvin Herrera earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Royals to the win over the Tigers 3-2. Andrew Kashner pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line, helping the Orioles defeat the Angels 4-1.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Steven Matz will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's an impressive 5 for 8. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Beat it out! Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1. German Marquez is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Here's Juan Lagares. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Juan Lagares.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Desmond over to his left. 1 out.
Cut it, hold on to it, hold on to it.
Striding in once again, Steven Matz looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackmon is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Might have jammed him a little there, as this is softly hit and foul off to the left.
He's been doing a nice job out there in the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Plawecki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackmon will put this one away, and that's out number 2. Digging in once again, Charlie Blackmon. Lifetime against Familia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. In his career, Blackmon is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. Bounce towards the second base.
Right here, easy, easy.
Bare-handed by Cabrera. Hats off to that one. Here's Jay Bruce now. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets strand 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cespedes is there. He's got it 1 away. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. In previous meetings against Chris Russin, he's 1 for 2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway. Digging in to try it again, Jay Bruce. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Blackmon looking up. Ball game. So a 2-run shot to left center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Jay Bruce. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a
And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, game 2 of this. Steven Matz is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And a possible double play ball here for Cabrera. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play. Chad Bettis gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money
in the dirt. It's 3-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat. 3-1.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
The 3-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman Cabrera. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. So it's no. Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in, Trevor Story. No hits to this point. And now they've got him in a rundown, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And it was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Mets. It's baseball. Robert Gesellman, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Stepping in, Adrian Gonzalez. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Back behind second. LeMahieu is there, and the side is retired. In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Sent out to straightaway center field. Cespedes is there. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Settling in now as Dribble Cabrera, a base hit in his first trip. Cespedes over at second. Bruce on at first with 2 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. LeMahieu shading to his right, and that retires the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Blackmon is in his tracks now. And he puts it away for the first out. Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Conforto. And that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Charlie Blackmon. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
And it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here.
Oh, get here.
Can this be 2? Reyes relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit. Nope. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The Mets down to their final strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Blackmon. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish.